Welcome back. Well, believe it or not, the first game exhibition, at least, is just 10 days away for North Dakota hockey. But you UND faithful know it's never too early to start talking about this team. Yesterday, the National Collegiate Hockey Conference, aka the NCHC, released their preseason poll, picking North Dakota to finish third. That poll is conducted by 30 media members covering all 8 conference schools. The Fighting Hawks went 21-16-3 overall last season and finished 4th in the NCHC with an 11-12-1-1 conference record. UND returns 18 letter winners from that team, including junior forward and 2017-18 NCHC preseason all-conference team honoree Shane Gersich. As you can see, defending national champs Denver rolled in at number 1. They were the unanimous preseason favorite to win a second straight Penrose Cup. The Pioneers placed 4 players on the league's preseason all-conference team and returned 16 letter winners from that last year's squad that went 33-7-4. They're followed by the Huskies of St. Cloud State before UND rolls in at that number 3 spot. As mentioned earlier, North Dakota makes their 2017-18 debut on September 30th with an exhibition game at the Ralph against the University of Manitoba. The regular season opens the following weekend with a 2-game non-conference series at Alaska Anchorage. Switching now from the ice to the court, North Dakota's volleyball team is still rolling after picking up 2 more wins this past weekend in Wisconsin at the Green Bay Country Inn & Suites Invitational. The Fighting Hawks are now 15-2 as they prepare to enter Big Sky Conference play. And joining me now from Grand Forks to talk about it all is UND head coach Mark Pryor. So Mark, we knew you had a strong team coming back this year, but if we told you before the season you'd go 15-2 in non-conference play, what would you say to that?
Heck yes. I would have said absolutely. It's one of those that unfortunately it's kind of meaningless now, but it's a great start. I think it shows that we can kind of adapt, we can play on the fly, we can kind of learn as we go during matches, which is a good thing, and it's going to help us out in conference. I think being able to be resilient on the road as far as travel, just because we are in the Big Sky, I think that could be a benefit to us as well as we come up with the first round of conference.
Heck yes, I love it. But individually, reigning Big Sky Player of the Year Sydney Griffin is currently 2nd in the nation in total assists, and 3-time All-Conference middle Faith Dooley is leading the NCAA in total blocks. Now, I know you've played more matches than most other teams in the country, but what does it mean to have 2 of your senior leaders performing at the peak of their powers right now?
Sid, this is only her 3rd year really playing full-time. She got really spot duty a lot her freshman year. So it's nice to kind of see her be able to flourish a little bit. But with Faith, this is kind of the culmination of her volleyball career. She came in, I remember her first match as a freshman against Auburn, and her head was spinning. To see her now to where the game is slowed down for her, she sees things, and she's not just a physically dominant kid. She's becoming much more mentally dominant as well. So it's really rewarding for them, and it's really gratifying for us as a staff to go, okay, we've groomed these kids and we're seeing them successful, and we're just happy for their success.
Now looking ahead, you begin Big Sky play this weekend with trips to southern Utah and northern Colorado, 2 teams at opposite ends of the conference preseason polls, but still, I get the sense you're approaching both matches with the same kind of mindset.
You're right. The last time we were at southern Utah was 2 years ago, and we won 18-20 in the 5th set. So it's not an easy place to play. Everybody talks about that it's a difficult place to play in the conference. We're hopeful that we can go down there and get a positive result. I think play clean, do kind of what we do. I think that will cause them some matchup problems if we can maintain some consistency. And then at Northern Colorado, we still haven't won a set there in the last 3 years. So for us, it's going to be really, at some point, we've got to get a breakthrough, and there's no time like the present. So we'd really like to see if we can kind of get a breakthrough against them this year.
All right, great stuff. As always from Coach Pryor, can't wait to see how Big Sky play turns out. Those Fighting Hawks are really fun to watch. But next on Midco Sports tonight, the real Rudy from Notre Dame was in Fargo this week. I know you're already doing the chant in your head, but Midco SN got an exclusive interview with him, and we're bringing it to you. That's coming up after the break.